Feeling pain, I'll be feeling pain just to hold on. And I'll be fixing so long.
Hey guys, welcome back to an updated version of how to stop your Fortnite mobile game from crashing. In this one, I'm basically just going to be going over the same things that I did in the last one, but this time it's more catered towards the iOS 12 or 13, Season 10. This will work for Seasons 11, 12, 13, and so on. It's just basic stuff that should help your game run more smoothly. However, if you have a lower end device, I can't promise that this will work because your game runs on RAM, and some lower end phones don't have enough RAM to necessarily run it. So if it doesn't even open, if your app doesn't open, or you're not able to get in any games whatsoever, or really any case that it's crashing, it could just be that your device is too old and it won't ever work. But it's still worth a shot to try all these methods that I'm about to show you. The first method is just to change your settings, lower down your settings. So in Fortnite, you're gonna want to go to the settings tab, and you want to change your quality all the way down to low. That'll really help because there's not as much stress on the screen. Same thing for 3D resolution, except you're gonna want to turn it down to at least 70. You can go lower, but 70 looks the best, and it usually works. So I'd go around 70. Now, for frames, if you're at 60, I'd definitely go down to 30. That should definitely help. However, the game looks a lot less smooth, so you might want to try it without it just to see. If that doesn't work, you're going to have to go down to 20. 20 looks even worse, but at least you're able to play. Then you want to hit apply, and that's really all you got to do in the Fortnite settings, and then you can try out a game and see if it works. Now what we're going to have to do is go into settings, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, so once you're in settings, you just have to head over to general, and then go into software update. When you're in software update, all you want to do is make sure that you have all your updates. You want to make sure that your update is fully up to date, basically. You want to make sure there is none. Now, I still need an update, but I don't really play Fortnite that much, so I don't really worry about this. Plus, my iPhone 8 runs it without needing to be fully updated. But if yours is crashing, you definitely want to update your iOS to the farthest firmware you can. I've heard that iOS 3 or iOS 13 beta that's out is pretty good for running Fortnite, so you can look up a YouTube video on how to get iOS 13 beta and maybe update to that. Basically, just make sure your iOS is up to date as far as it can, and that should help. Now, once you do that, you should try out Fortnite, see if it works. If you're still having problems, this is the last thing I can think of. You want to double tap and just close out of every other app besides Fortnite. Now, I only have a couple open, but that should free up all the RAM, because like I said earlier, the game running is all dependent on RAM. And like I said, some devices just can't run it just because they don't have enough RAM. But sometimes if you have apps running in the background, that can take up a lot of RAM. So maybe your phone can run it. It's just that you have way too many apps open and it's taking up all the RAM in Fortnite, because Fortnite needs a lot of RAM to run. I'm not going to go too in-depth to that, but just close out all your apps, try it again, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then you're most likely either have some sort of virus or something wrong with your phone. If that's not the case, then it also could just be that your phone is too old and won't run it. If you have any questions, I'll be in the comments answering them. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like this video. I put a lot of effort into these, doing my research, making sure I know what's going on with the phones. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky.